Okay, we are back. I'm excited and a little nervous as always. Um, we are going to talk about where to find your state laws. It's kind of strange and can seem scary to think about state laws because when you're in the public school system or private school system, you're not having to think about that at all. But as a homeschool mom, we kind of need to know how, because it's really the saying homeschool law is really just showing you the process of how you start homeschooling. There's usually some type of paperwork because of compulsory law. So anyway, I'm going to show you today where to find them. And then this afternoon, I'm going to show you some things that pertain to law, but just things to think about that are not exactly law. So I don't think this will be an overwhelmingly long session, unless you throw me questions in the chat box. So anyway, let's start here. So in the U.S., every state controls their own education system. It's not a national program. Whereas if you live in a different country like Germany or Australia or Russia, this country might actually control the educational law. It just depends. You have to know. So I am talking from a U.S. position because that's where I am. I can show you where to find country laws if you do not live in the U.S., but you may not, you may not want to know that. So anyway, so this is what you would do. I have ones I like myself, and I will start there because it's easiest to find the basic information. I like to not ever take information from one place, but take it from multiple places. Um, that's just how I am because that's just how I am. I like to give you multiple resources. Okay, so I'm going to start this by saying that I'm not a lawyer. I have never been to law school. I do not want to be a lawyer, but I have homeschooled over 15 years and I can show you where to find information because that's what this is about. This is about finding information. If you are in the U.S., there is a awesome organization called Homeschool Legal Defense. They are a nationwide organization. I am a member of them. You don't have to be a member to get information. You just need to be a member if you were going to need legal counsel. But you can get lots. Their website is so much more than just legal stuff. They have so many awesome stuff, and I should have actually planned to have somebody to interview for this, but I mean, I don't want to get bogged down into law because then you miss all the fun. So anyway, I'm going to share a screen and show you what their website. So here it is in case you need to write it down. I'm going to screen share and show you their website and show you how to find the stuff. Let's see, there it is. Okay, so this is what their website looks like when you go to the front page. Now, they have lots of extra awesome information like getting started. You can explore homeschooling, teaching my kids. You can see what to teach, testing about. I mean, they have such good information. But what we're looking for right now is state laws. I see they even have international if you want to go look at country stuff. So here you can go to the state law. You can find your state. I live in Alabama, so I'll click on that one. And when you go there, they have the basic information. Now you can see they have, this shows that on the map, it shows no notice. There's some states that require no notice. Alabama is not one of them, but we are, low regulation. So anyway, here they have options for homeschooling. There are 3 options in Alabama. School age required. This is when you're required to be registered. Notification required. Yes. Teacher qualifications. Nope, don't need it except if you're using option 3. State subjects. No. I mean, so these are the things that you can look at. And then let's see, like California. We can click on that one. There they are. They have 3 options. Notification, let's see, they go to 18. So they have stuff to do. So that is where you start. This is a good place. I mean, and the thing is, you can get, look, let's see, view complete details. They actually have more information. You can go in and see. I'm not a member. I'm able to see all this information without a membership. They might have, they used to have like major documents that you had to go into, that you could actually pull out of there. So that is where you can, that's one place to start. I like to go there. I am a member there. I've never used them for me, but locally, I do some stuff locally that I have called them for, things. What I love about them is that everything they do benefits all of us. I mean, they do go to court for separate families, but they are always very, very much, now that, I mean, I think they even have a lobbying area. They have all sorts of stuff. So that's one place to look for law. I'm going to stop the screen share. Another place is here. I do not usually use this. I usually send people to Homeschool Legal Defense first because they are, it's just easy for us to read. That's just the bottom line. It's easy. So let's see. This other one right here, we're going to screen share. Let's see. Make sure I got it right. Okay. I'm always going back and forth, make sure I can see it correctly. Okay, this one is a place where you can look up law. Law school, I mean, they have Ask a Lawyer, Find a Lawyer. You can basically search homeschool law. So it's like here, I go to Alabama. That's where I am. You go here. And then you can go through the codes and you can actually, let's see, I think I can go here. Let's see, Google homeschool law in Alabama. And then it comes up with stuff. Let's see. I should have redone this and looked at it earlier. I haven't used this one in a while, but I know you can use it. I don't want to find a word. Let me go back. See, this is what happens when you don't pay attention to what you're doing. My husband helped me with this the other day. Let's see. Alabama. Remember how to do this. So there's the codes. You can go there. Anyway, okay. Church, school, law in Alabama. And then they have some stuff. Yeah, there's things to pull up. So you can pull up. Here's the Alabama codes. Right here. Okay, I figured it out. So you have to, in Alabama, we do not have a homeschool law. We have private school, we have church school, and we have another option. So I would go to the Homeschool Legal Defense, find the actual names of whatever state you're in, and then you can go here to look at them. If you want to look at the actual codes, and I like to look at that stuff. So this, talks about the actual codes that's in the law so that you know what it is. And some people, you may not care, but some people do like that. So let's see. Let's go to the next one. Okay, so I have another one up here. I have to look for it. Let's see. This is the one thing I don't like about StreamYard, what I'm using. It is sometimes a little bit gloopy. Let's see if this is it. Okay, there's also this website called responsiblehomeschooling.org. They have stuff for you that you can go in and see. Let's see. So they have different stuff. They have stuff on COVID for parents to help if you're just coming out to homeschool for just COVID. So you can find stuff here. I think current homeschool law, they have Canada here. This may be for Canada. Let's see. So they have lots of stuff going on here that you can find. So anyway, let's see. Okay, so those are the places you find to start finding law. Other places to look is you can look for state organizations. Most states have some type of organization that you can look for. And let's see if I can just Google that. Let's see. I did not put that up there. Give me just a minute. Okay. So we're going to look for some state organizations and see how easy it is to find. So let's see. Share that. There. Okay. So you can go state homeschool organizations, and they popped up Washington. Let's look at Washington. This is Washington State's organization. You can pull it up. It says, you know, how to begin homeschooling conference. They have a graduation. They have events. So there's stuff you can find there. You can go back and let's see what else we can find. I'm in Alabama. Alabama. Homeschool organizations. So they have, ignore that. Let's see. They have lots of stuff in here.
Hi.
I'm typing. I'm typing. Yes, I am.
Oh, okay. Bye.
Bye. I forgot to put the sign on my door. They had a research paper class that they have going on. So anyway, so you can Google, look for the state organizations. Alabama has, I think, 2 at this point. Then you can go and look at Homeschool Legal Defense will have that on there. Other places will have that on there. So you can find the state organizations to get information about your laws. Then you can look for local groups. Most of them are on Facebook now. You can Google local groups. And I like to have a balanced thing because knowing the law is great. I love Homeschool Legal Defense, but they don't always, I mean, they have the steps, but sometimes it's good to just have a local mama who's done it to ask. We can go into more detail. We have the homeschool question and answer sessions this afternoon. We can go more in detail. And if you're in a state I'm not in, I can walk you through it and we can do all this together. Those are, let's see, I'm looking at my notes. Let's see, make sure I have notes. Okay, so so most of the mamas here are either beginning to homeschool, they have been COVID schooling and considering continuing, or either going into traditional homeschooling, or you're just looking because you don't know what to do this fall. First thing you need to know is most school systems will have an option. It will either be they're all coming to see me. I'm the mama. So most school systems will have some type of virtual homeschool plan. Now, if you went through this spring, you may not be a fan of it, but it might actually be better. So you need to keep in the back of your mind that is an option. Now, public school at home is also usually an option. I'm going to unscreen share. I just left it up there. So this is my take on that. In my state, what I've seen is public school at home is a very good option if that's what you want to do. I don't have anything against it. It will not have the freedoms that traditional homeschooling has, but it's still not a bad option. I wouldn't want anybody to ever think that I thought it was a bad option. It's not. It's a new option in Alabama. It has not been an option. My brother and sister-in-law use it in South Carolina. They're in South Carolina and they like it. So I'm not against it. It is not going to give you the freedom that traditional homeschooling will give you, but it's not a bad option. So you keep that option in mind. You have that option. Then in your state, you will have homeschool options. So I've shown you where to find them. We can talk about them during the question and answer sessions this afternoon. Or if you have this in lifetime access, we can talk about it then, and I can help you then. I do this all the time. I do it all the time. Doesn't bother me. So this afternoon, we're going to come back and we're going to talk about some, let's see, do I have them here? I may have them here. There are always some things that you have to keep in mind. Let's see. So this afternoon, we'll talk about more things. Okay, legally, yeah, I see it. Now I see my note. Okay, I found my note. Okay, so let's see. Keep in mind that you will probably have a virtual homeschool option if that's what you want. Then, let's see, here's some things you can be aware of. You may have in your state options to public school programs. If you traditionally homeschool, I cannot tell you that. That is something you need to go on Homeschool Legal Defense. I know it's in my state. I know Florida has the Tim Tebow law, or they may call it something else. It may be equal access. Several states do have that. So you do have that option with traditional homeschooling. You just have to see what's there. Again, in the afternoon session, we can look more in detail. But this is the basic thing of what we're doing this morning. I showed you where to find the laws, and we have the question and answer this afternoon. At 2 o'clock, we'll talk about other things to consider, and then we'll go from there.